freezing cold. So, hi guys. Oh, let me just chuck this over here. So, I've had the spark plug leads come for the van, but I'm just not in the mood to do it today. So, because it won't just be as simple as connecting the new leads up. It will need timing and all the rest of it, setting up. The carburetor will need adjusting. So it's so cold, so I've had to charge up the van's battery. It's freezing cold. It says, look, if you look, it says full. Oops, don't bang the head. So England is under freeze, but at the same time, here's my van. So this is my main car. Hi, Emily. Got my silly hat on again. My hunting hat. So, I'm, cool. It's bloody freezing. So I'm charging the batteries. I will sort out the 1967 camper as well. So I don't know if I said, guys, I bought my daughter a new car last night. She went and found it in Bristol. It is a lovely car, and it did drive perfectly, but it does have a very small oil leak, so I'm a little bit worried. It's funny because I even said to the person who sold it her, I phoned him up and said, look, promise me there is nothing wrong with the car, and then she'll come up and buy it. It was £2,300 or something. It was a 2013 Vauxhall Corsa. Beautiful car. White, it's just a lovely car, but I gets it home, looks underneath, and there's a small oil leak. Annoying. So it's not a problem where it's not drivable. Ugh, me and cars, we don't get on, guys. So then we've got Rio, who he is 17. He wrote off his first car because I think someone slammed their brakes on in front of him, so it wasn't really his fault. And hi Emily, hi Lorna, hi Yee Yee, how are you Yee Yee? Me and cars are always a problem. Anyway, at the moment Aurora's car's okay, I've probably jinxed it. Hi Sarge. And my own van works fine. Obviously the camper van needs sorting. Tina, so look, hang on, sorry. What's she doing? Look, she knows I'm trying. Look at her. She's funny because she knows. If I try, look, watch her. If I try and put the camera on her, she doesn't like it. Woohoo! So is that Karen? I think Karen's just messaged. Karen, are you watching? Karen, is that a message to me now? Are you watching live? Woohoo! I got my silly hat on again. So I put an extra layer on. I've got a jumper on. And I've got my denim jacket on, and I've got my leather. All right, hi Karen, hope you're well. Do you like the hat? I know that you're a big fan of my hat. So we're going for a walk. Ella won't let me look at her. Go on, Ella. Look at her. Look, the nearer I go, she backs off. Right, are you going to say hello? Say hello to Team Elvis. There she is. Oh, look how cute she looks there. You look a little teddy bear. She's been waiting for her walks all morning, Ella. Of course, Ella is Team Elvis. So I've just posted a second video concerning... Shut up, Karen. I love this hat. I'm going to wear this hat day and night. I'm going to take it to bed with me. Karen's being cheeky. Woohoo! So I've just done the second Dick Grob interview. Karen, do you know anything about Dick Grob? Obviously, Karen is Donna's assistant and friend. Me and Karen are good friends. Dick Grob, Tony, who is Team Elvis, sent me a bloody good interview. She sent me a bloody good interview. Yeah, Karen's messaging me on WhatsApp, guys. She sent me Tony sent me a great interview, okay? I've never seen it. It's a 1978 interview It's freezing cold today, Pat. How are you, Pat? You okay? Hi, Deborah. So she sent me a, let me just get past these people. So Tony sent me a really good interview of a 1978 interview of Dick Grove being interviewed. He was Elvis's head of security. I think they were friends for 10 years. He met him in 67. Elvis liked the way he was. He was a policeman. He was in the bomb squad. He had a real serious way about him, a calm way about him, and Elvis liked the way he was, okay? So eventually Elvis offers him a job. He was, Uncle Vernon asked to help, Uncle Vernon asked him to help investigate the circumstances of Elvis's death. So, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, good, Pat. I've still got a cold, but I'm okay. I've got quite a bad cold, so has Aurora. But Aurora went back to work today. So Karen's just said that obviously there was suspected foul play concerning Elvis's death. You know, Vernon suspected foul play, yeah? I'm just going to put you down here a minute, guys. So Vernon suspected foul play. We know about this. Oh my God. Woo, so cold. Right. Right, there you are. Do you have a good little look at the clouds there, guys? So Vernon suspected foul play. We've had this conversation. Remember, Vernon suspected it. It was, obviously, we know that Donna Presley would work alongside Vernon in the office that faced the meditation garden. And Vernon was obviously very unwell, even struggled to breathe, serious heart problems. And he would say, Elvis, he felt that there was foul play. He would say, I can't believe those SOBs are still walking around and my son is under the ground. Yeah? And he said this till the day he died. Yeah? Now remember, this is Vernon's words, not Donna's. Donna was witness. She heard it from the horse's mouth. Whether there or not there was foul play, none of us will ever know, but we know what Vernon felt. And it's a hot topic, isn't it? Anyway, Dick Grove, by the sounds of it, from what Karen just said, he was one of the ones that did the investigations into whether or not there was foul play in the death of Elvis. Was there more than one investigation? I'm not sure. I heard there was 2. There we are. Larry likes it. World War II fighter pilot. All right, so Donna has just said that the Presleys felt there was foul play as well. Okay. Right, okay, so can I say that, Karen? Karen, confirm that I can say that. So on the Presley's side, of the family, they felt there was foul play as well as Vernon, okay? Pat has just asked, did Vernon ever find anything? I mean, the thing we did, yeah, Presley's side. Okay, so I'm allowed to say it, guys. So yeah, Karen, Donna's assistant, has just said the Presleys also felt there could have been foul play. Yeah, get a fighter pilot's jacket. Guys, it's keeping my ears warm. I'll get one for Ella. Ella, do you want a hat? Do you want me to get you a hat, Ella? So Dick Grove. I actually find him fascinating, Dick Grove. I find him very interesting. I completely can see why Elvis took a shine to him. Being a policeman, don't forget Elvis loved the police force. Yeah, let me just get past these people. So Elvis always admired the police force. I think Elvis would have loved to be a policeman, wouldn't he? Yeah, and he enjoyed sort of helping the police sometimes. Yeah, we've all heard the stories, haven't we? So my ears always prick up when I hear any kind of Elvis defending stories. So when Tony sent me this interview, I didn't know what it was going to be about, with Dick Grobe, yeah? A 1978 interview. As soon as he started discussing Elvis's health, Elvis's prescription medication, it got my attention. Now, it's actually one of the best interviews I've ever watched concerning defending Elvis. Now, I know that the story with Dick Grobe is complicated. I have heard that he went on to write a book. Sergeant, I don't know. I don't know if Dick Grobe ran a medical business. Honestly, I don't know. But remember, I'm learning. I'm no researcher. I'm learning as I go. We're learning together, aren't we? So this is, because it's 1978, this interview, it means a lot to me, yeah? And he basically says that Elvis was not an addict, was not a druggie, would never go near pot or heroin or street drugs. He clearly says that everything Elvis did was all about getting better, sleeping better, having more energy. Elvis was clearly against street drugs. He also says that Elvis was looking forward to the future. Hi, Pamela. Elvis was looking forward to the future. Excited for the future, whether it be with the marriage to Ginger or the up-and-coming tour. He does say that Elvis was a bit puffy, but he also says Elvis was not that bad. And actually, Dick Grobe clearly says he was totally shocked that Elvis died. In no way did he for a second think Elvis was going to die. Yeah? This says a lot to me, because Dick Grobe was with Elvis every day. He also says that he spoke to Elvis the day Elvis died, and that he just said to Elvis, get some rest because the tour's coming up tomorrow. Yeah? He says Elvis was positive, upbeat, looking forward to everything. Just the fact that he says, whew. So just the fact that he says Elvis, it was a complete shock to him that Elvis died, says it all to me. Says it all to me, yeah? And I've heard this a few times now, that there's people that were completely surprised that Elvis died that day. This is our dilemma. You've also got people that were close to Elvis, around him, friends, family, ex-wife, yeah, that speak about Elvis dying like it was inevitable. Hi, Gio. Larry, you okay, mate? So this is the split, the division. You've got the people that are like, of course he was going to die, he was a junkie, he was overdosing and abusing pills. But then some of these people are family members. But then you've got other people that have a completely different take on it. People like Ginger Alden, Dick Grobe, and other people that are saying, no, Elvis was getting ready for the future. He was looking forward to the tour. He was getting better. He had lost some weight. He was reducing his medications. He had big plans about reducing the people around him. Certain people around him were going to lose their jobs. Obviously, we know already Red West, Sunny West, Dave Hebler had already lost their jobs. And I believe that the book Elvis What Happened was a retaliation, a revenge attempt at getting back at Elvis. I really believe that, yeah? So which side are we supposed to believe? Do we believe that Elvis was a fat junkie, which is disgusting, sorry that I even have to say that, or do we believe the people that were closest to him, like Ginger Alden and Dick Grobe, who work with him daily, who say no, he was getting better, he was looking forward to the future? You know, I know who I choose to believe. So I love the fact that Dick Grobe says, no, it was a complete surprise that Elvis died. And no, Elvis was not taking drugs for the sake of getting high or stoned or off his face. He was taking drugs, prescription medication, to get better, This hat keeps falling down. Hi Hebrew. I mean, you know, my views on Dave Hebler are not very nice. And I'll tell you why. Because Dave Hebler has had opportunities in interviews recently, in the last few years, to show regret and say sorry, and he never has. Oh, thanks, Hebrew. I'm a fighter pilot. Hasn't he? Dave Hebler, if you watch his interviews, he is arrogant, he's rude, he's bolshy, he gets a bit angry, he shows no regret. So to be honest with you, my attitude to Dave Hebler is, look, he's 80, isn't he? He's 80 odd years old, yeah? At the very least, the least he can do is show regret and say sorry. You know, when he gets interviewed and he gives the impression that they did the book to help Elvis, I'll never accept that. Because all you have to do is look at the interviews at the time, yeah, that were made obviously after Elvis passed away, and they even admit that they were bitter, they were angry. They admit it. They've even admitted that they were offered quite a lot of money, yeah. Yes, they do try and excuse it. They blame the publisher. They blamed Steve Dunleavy. They basically say that everything was exaggerated and twisted to sensationalize it, to sell more books. Yeah, you know, they try and blame the publisher, Steve Dunleavy. But the thing is, they shouldn't have done it in the first place. This is my thing with it. They shouldn't have done it in the first place. If the publishers and Steve Dunleavy then ran off and exaggerated everything and twisted it and focused on the negatives, it's their fault, because the whole process should never have begun. As far as I know, they were hauled up in a hotel room, all expenses paid, for 30 days. And the intention was to come up with the book. So they sat together, the three of them, VIP treatment, to create a book that some of the book, not all of it, basically trashed Elvis. And they all got paid, I don't know what the amount is, I heard $1,000 each in dollars, and a very small percentage of the sales, yeah, royalties. I also heard they never got fully paid. I also heard that. Come on, guys, let's get real. Since when do friends do a book on their best friend or a close friend that has been so good to them for money? Since when is that acceptable? Yeah? I don't care what book it is, what friend it is, what family member it is, what Memphis Mafia it is, whether it's an ex-wife, a stepbrother, or a cousin. Why? Yeah, it's just, come on. This hat's annoying me. So there is no excuse, but I also will say this. Yeah, but Pamela, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. The whole I wanted to help Elvis thing, I don't believe it. There's other ways to help Elvis, yeah? I don't see how writing a trash book is going to help him, yeah? So I just don't fall for it. So there is a thing, you know, because Dave Hebler is old, you know, he's in his 80s, is he early 80s? He's been given 50 years of hate, hasn't he? 48 odd years of hate. he still gets hate now, yeah? I think he suffered for many decades at the hands of upset Elvis fans. So I'm not one of these people that I'm not going to say anything hateful and nasty to Dave Hebler, because he's still living. He's actually on my friends on Facebook. All I say to Dave Hebler is this: admit the mistake. Say you're sorry. That's all. Admit the mistake, say you're sorry. Show regret. That would mean everything to me. We can't change that the book was written. We can't change that. We can't change what these guys did for money. These guys being offered large amounts of money. We can't change that. I've always felt that Red West and Sonny West regretted what they did. I've always felt that. And, you know, I have seen Sonny West crying in interviews. I have, yeah? So I do think Sonny West was gutted, really. It seriously affected his whole life, didn't it? Red West was a bit different. Red West, when the topic is brought up, he gets a bit angry, he gets a bit upset. I've watched Red West getting very upset with fans, yeah? But Dave Hebler, there is not 1 ounce of him that shows regret, that apologizes. Not 1 ounce. I know that a well-known YouTuber, who I won't mention, has said that they all said sorry. They didn't. They didn't. To the well-known YouTuber, they did not say sorry. Even Sonny West, when he talks about it, he doesn't say, I am sorry for the book. He doesn't say that. He uses different words. He skirts around it. And I have watched the last 4 interviews of Dave Hebler. I watched them from beginning to end. And he does not say sorry. He makes excuses. He makes excuses. If anything, if someone questions him concerning the book, he gets a little bit touchy. He gets a bit touchy. Anyway, let's go back to Dick Grobe. Yeah, the conversation that Red had with Elvis, that was secretly recorded, which should never have been secretly recorded, yeah? Dave Hebler was with him. Deborah, did you know that? Dave Hebler was with him. When Red had that secretly recorded conversation that I always felt was done to catch Elvis out. I've always thought that conversation that was recorded by Red West was they were trying to catch Elvis out. They were hoping Elvis was going to slip up and say something bad, but he didn't. Hi Lorna. He didn't. Elvis was honourable and respectful and friendly and forgiving. Elvis offered forgiveness, really. He even offered his help. He said, you do what you got to do. Yeah? A lack of communication, a failure to communicate. Is that what he said? So, anyway, back to Dick Grobe. This hat is bugging me. Back to Dick Grobe, yeah? So Dick Grobe says, look, there's too many people that wrote books just for cash, that exaggerated and twisted the truth to increase sales, to get money. The publishers clearly exaggerated everything, clearly twisted the truth, didn't tell the truth. Not enough emphasis on the fact that Elvis was just bloody sick. Elvis had serious health problems, serious problems concerning sleeping, chronic lack of sleep, overworked, exhausted. One of the words that were being used, here comes Ella. Ella, you come in. Come on. Come and say hello. No, see, look, camera's on her. She don't want to know. Ella, gonna come over here? Let's see if we can go over to her. Ella, you gonna say hello? No, look at her. She's camera shy, guys. I keep telling you, she doesn't want to be filmed. She's actually really smart, Ella is. She's very intelligent, yeah? So right, it's a bit muddy. We're going to give it a go. So look where we are. It's a bit muddy. I might try. I'm going to take my hat off. See if. Shh. 1 second. Take my silly hat off. Hang on a minute, guys. Right, let me just. Right, I'm going to have a go. I'm going to try and do it without my hat on. State my hair. Fluffy, look at it. It's all sticky uppy. Yeah. Yeah, alright. That'll have to do. I haven't got a brush. The hat's itching me and it's annoying. Yeah, Sarge, I need some boots. I got stupid trainers on. So is it Thanksgiving tomorrow, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. Is it tomorrow, yeah? Are you all going to be celebrating Thanksgiving? Are you having turkey? In it, we should have Thanksgiving in England. So the motorway is that way, okay? The motorway, that way to Bristol and London. So that way is London. And that way is like Newquay. So yeah, Thanksgiving. Explain Thanksgiving to me. What is it for? I should chat GPT. What is Thanksgiving? It's like you get 2 Christmases, don't you? Anita, how are you? You get 2 Christmases. You get 2 days of turkey and ham and sweet corn and stuff. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So yeah, oh yeah, Dick Grove. We're talking about Dick Grove. So he talks about how too many people took advantage of Elvis, writing these books for money, people that Elvis trusted, yeah? And it's a breath of fresh air to watch a 1978 interview, quite a rare interview, where somebody who was with Elvis every day, just like Ginger Oldham was. Don't forget, Donna Presley was with Vernon every day. Well, let me just get past this muddy patch. It's a real muddy patch here. It's a breath of fresh air to hear someone say, Elvis was genuinely sick. Is that a new name? I just saw a new name pop up saying the book was not to help Elvis. Thank you for that comment. Who was it? Keep the comment short because it only lets me see them for 3 seconds. Oh, Thanksgiving. We don't have Thanksgiving in England. We don't have it. I wish we did. Is it a Michelle? Is that what it is? Is there a Michelle? Is that a new name? Welcome, Michelle. Welcome to Team Elvis. We are Elvis defenders around the world that come together 7 days a week to defend the man we love. Michelle, have you watched our show before? Welcome. We have the most dramatic YouTube channel in the world. So I really enjoyed watching Dick Grove, and I enjoyed learning about his history as well, how they met, the time they spent together, the different things that Dick Grove did, because obviously Dick Grove handled all the security when it was announced. Oh, thank you, Michelle, that's kind. I'm glad you enjoy our channel. You've obviously watched all the dramas unfold, which is quite pretty shocking. But so the fact that Dick Grove, when it's announced that Elvis dies, he handles all the security, doesn't he? Don't forget, he spoke to Elvis. Oh yes, there we are, Michelle. Oh yes. So Dick Grove actually spoke to Elvis the day he died. Now the time that he spoke to him is a bit confusing, because in one interview he says between 4 and 4:30 a.m. I think AM. I don't know, AM or PM. But when you go Chat GPT, it said 1 PM he spoke to him. Now someone did message me. I'm not going to say names. Someone did message me and say that Dick Grove said some things about Ginger Alden that were not nice. Is that true? Does anyone know anything about that? I think didn't he die in 2019, I think? Yeah, so Michelle. So did he say things about Ginger Alden? Yeah. Was there some kind of mention that he blamed Ginger? Is that what he did? This is the bit I don't know. Yeah. Remember, I'm not a researcher. Ah, right, there we are. Michelle's confirming it. I haven't done this bit of research. Someone said it was in his new book. Karen, do you know about it? Ah, Karen, tell me about it. Because I had a message telling me this. Happening with Gary. Hi, mate. How you going? Love your work and your channel, Louis. Oh, cheers, mate. Welcome to Team Elvis. Do you like our dog walks? Look at Ella. Ella. All right, okay. So Donna Presley's assistant, she knows about it. She's not going to tell me at the moment. Gary, welcome to Team Elvis. We're just having a dog walk. We're in Southwest UK. All right, I won't like it. Okay. All right, so, I'm not going to say that I know everything about Dick Grove, because I don't. I'm just... The two shows that I've done today concerning Dick Grove are on research that I've done so far, okay? So it won't be everything. It won't be... Remember, we learn as we go. I'm not an expert researcher. I'm just a fan who fronts a channel called Defending Elvis, and we bring up different things. I am interested to know what he said, though, about Ginger Alden. Obviously, you guys know that I'm a fan of Ginger Alden. Ginger Alden does talk to me. She spoke to me the other day, yeah? So, I'm going to defend Ginger Alden, yeah? Cool. But I also understand that many of you have quite strong feelings concerning the ex-girlfriends. I mean, I get a lot of comments about Linda Thompson. Now, I'm a big fan of Linda Thompson, but I tell you what, some of the things that I get told about Linda Thompson, some of the fans that message me about Linda Thompson are very upset with her, but I'm a big fan of Linda. I think Linda's great. I know she gets on very, very well with Donna Presley, and I know that on Donna Presley's Elvis cruise, her and Linda were like best friends. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Linda Thompson. I am. I'd love it if Linda Thompson joined us. If you watch Linda Thompson's interviews, she always defends Elvis, always. But I think the reason people get upset. Yeah, there we are, Deborah. What was that, Karen? Not Karen. Ah, right, okay. Okay, Karen, you can message me direct about that. But I will say this, though, that I think I know why the fans are upset with... Some fans are upset with Linda, okay? Because the book she wrote has got some details in there that are pretty upsetting, that I think didn't need to be said, didn't need to have been said in the book. There are certain things in her book. Okay, Karen, thank you. Let's have a look. There we are, we got a big... Michelle's a big fan of Ginger. So I am as well, Michelle. I like Linda as well, but there are things that Linda said in her book that I wish she didn't. Even the chicken soup story, I don't like it. Yeah, but there's other things as well. My problem is when people get too graphic with Elvis prescriptions medication and they portray him as a bit of a druggie, that upsets me. That upsets me because I think it's ignored just how unwell and sick Elvis was, how desperate he was. You know, just the fact that he was chronically sick and he was in a lot of pain and couldn't sleep, and he had many serious health problems. Some of them he inherited from his father, his mother, his grandparents. Yeah. So when I hear people discussing Elvis as if he's a druggie, it upsets me, because especially if they were very close to him. Yeah. And sometimes I do feel that these topics are brought up to sell more books. Yeah. To sell more tabloids. Yeah. So it upsets me when people close to Elvis bring up things that could have been kept private, that Elvis would have preferred if they were kept private, just so that they sell more books, tabloids. You know, back in the day, you know, in the 80s and 90s and noughties, I just think people were put in a position where they were offered large amounts of money, and instead of being loyal, faithful, you know, true to Elvis, they let him down. They let him down. They said things that I wish they didn't. They said things Elvis would have been very disappointed, gutted that they even said them. But even the book Elvis, What Happened, I think what upset Elvis the most was that these people that let him down, he was so good to them. Yeah, we might be buffering a bit. Okay, guys. Well, all right. So let me know if you're still hearing me, guys. Yeah, we may have lost signal now, but I've said everything I wanted to say. So the Dick Grobe interview, I really liked it. I'm a bit disappointed that he said some negative things about Ginger. That's a bit disappointing. So is anybody getting me? Am I still buffering? Let me know. Yup. I'm going to go back and have some dinner now. I'm not sure what I'm going to eat. I've got some chili con carne. I was going to make a soup out of it. So Michelle, are you getting me okay? All right, we're good now. Not buffering anymore. Oh, thanks, Gary. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hi, Pat. Good. All right, we can keep going then, yeah? So so I think I've said enough about Dick Grobe. Now, I'm posting part 2 of the Dick Grobe interview. Is going to be posted around 2:30, around 2:30 English time. Okay, guys? It's part 2. I think you're going to enjoy it because I play the oh, thanks, Pat. Because I play the actual interview. So guys, let's go on some other topics. So with the Priscilla waving thing, how many of you think that Elvis was waving at Priscilla when he was going back to America? Or was the whole thing a setup? What do you think, guys? Let me know. Because I found that really interesting. We've got obviously Nessa, who runs a Facebook page. She's an Elvis defender. I found it really interesting. I'd like to know the truth. So Sergeant says Elvis was waving at the crowd. I had quite a few of you commenting on that. Phew, oh God, it's muddy, guys. Look at her, she's drinking the mud. Leave that alone. Did I tell you, I bought my daughter a car and it's got an oil leak. It's typical. So you're in Australia. I bought my daughter a car, it drives perfect, but it's got an oil leak. Typical. I'm so unlucky with cars. Hi, Deborah. Right. Okay, we're going to start heading back now. I'm a bit hungry, actually. So I do have a cold, but I'm okay. Woo! It's very muddy. I'm worried I'm going to fall over. Yeah, so Michelle thinks waving at the crowds. Jen thinks he was waving to his fans, and then it does seem like it was set up. Even when she gets in the car, so Emily says waving at the fans. When he gets in the car, they say that it was just a photo op. Elvis waving at everyone. So Karen, hi Karen, how are you? Right, let's get Ella back on the lead. So that was an interesting topic. So I am trying to do other topics. I'm trying to not just discuss the same things, yeah? So I'm trying to mix it up a bit, but it's also really interesting, yeah? The reason I chose the Dick Grove topic is because Tony sent me the video. So when Tony sent me that video, I was like, oh, what a great topic. I want to discuss Dick Grove. So I learnt a lot, actually, and I'm enjoying it as well. Right, Ella, you happy, mate? She's happy, look at her. She's coming for a walk with us. Are you coming for a walk with us? So we have to go through this bit here. There's like a big gate. Sort of go round there. Yeah, Deborah says it was all set up. Is that Cheryl? Hi, Cheryl. So because it's Thanksgiving, I'm guessing nobody works. Everyone stops working. Ella, come here. I'm guessing everything closes, yeah? What to do? Okay, guys. Right, let's start heading back. Is that true? Does everything close just for one day? How many days do you close down in America? Hi, Rick. Grand Rising fam. Rick. Hi, Rick. Welcome. Welcome to Defending Elvis. Right, we're just going to walk now for a bit. Let's cross over. Woo, I'm hungry now. I'm feeling hungry, guys. I haven't eaten. So you know I'm on the carnivore diet. The reason I went on carnivore keto diet is because I had health problems. And the carnivore diet, keto diet, did fix my health. It took me off all medications. My blood pressure